Hey, how you doing, my friend?
You there?
Welcome.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yeah, we had a little hiatus of an extra couple
I
days.
feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been a long time.
You know, we had to let it percolate. We had to let some things happen.
We did.
You know?
We did. There wasn't,
It was a little dry in the sports world.
You look good though. You look great.
I think every time we do an episode, I look different.
I think you're mistaken. I don't feel like you do.
No? Okay, cool.
I might have to go look back, but
man, that'd be cool. Like just to see me at the beginning of each episode. Just take a screenshot.
I bet I look the same. I bet I look the exact same.
Like, swear to God, you have not changed your look at all. Like, does your hair even grow? Like, your facial hair and your hair have been the same length the entirety of the time. Like, it's never grown.
I don't think that's not true.
That or you must like just very trimmy.
It looks good today.
It does. It does. It's got a good. Do you use VO5 hot oil?
No.
Man, it's got some good bounce to it. I don't even know what that VO5 hot oil stuff does. I just remember the commercials as a kid. They said they did shit for curls, and you have curls.
Natural curls. Just
natural curls. Natty
God's work. Curls. God's work, son.
Them natty light curls, right? Them natural curls.
I told somebody the other day that I was like, yeah, I just get a perm every week.
Yeah, see, I know you did. Don't lie.
And they were like, oh.
So, I mean, I hang out with my grandmother. We go to bingo, and then we get perms. It's great.
Every other Thursday.
B7. Okay.
Oh, that's too good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Print the Shirt podcast. This is episode number 9. We have made it to 9 glorious episodes. We've had some guests. We've had just me on one episode, the intro episode, just me. And then my man D. Fuck, I still fucked it up. My man D. Every other episode except for first episode.
Yes, sir. Shout out for YouTube for not kicking us off yet. Good stuff.
Listen. We would have to do some pretty shitty stuff to get kicked off of YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would seriously, like, when we were in high school, it was a long time ago for me. But like, I missed that fucking booth at Career Day that just said like you could open toys and record it and make money, or you play video games and record it and make money. Like shit, like that is fucking great. Whoever decided, like, you know what, my kid's gonna open all these toys, and I'm gonna record it. And I'm gonna post it to YouTube, right? And then not only will I make money off the subscriptions and the views and shit, but all these toy companies will send me the most expensive fucking toys for free. All my kid has to do is open it and talk about it. That's a fucking genius market that I completely missed out on. And I'm jealous as shit. Jealous.
Yeah, but you have to have a kid who like genuinely like likes to unwrap and open shit.
True.
Like my kid is so like some kids are hype at Christmas, like they tackle the Christmas tree. My kid's like, oh, okay. He's like,
but he knows the slower I go, the longer this feeling lasts.
I think kids also know, like, they're like, all right, I already got the dope shit. I'm at my aunt's house. What am I actually going to get?
You're going to get like, fucking socks and a sweater.
One of those cars that you pull back and it like goes forward.
I always find that like there's always that one aunt or uncle that gets you like dope shit, but there's always that one aunt or uncle that gets you shit that's not age appropriate at all. They either get you something that's way too young for you or way too old for you.
They're like, I got you a pack of cigarettes and some fireworks.
And then like your folks come in and grab it, like, come on now. He's 14. He can't have that. Like, all right, come on now. I could have at least had the smokes. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Give him the cigarettes.
Corey, Trevor, smokes now.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Yeah, buddy.
Smokes.
We're lining up some good stuff. Some good stuff. All right. So, salutations and fuckery has been happening. I think we've been doing that. Is that a Natty Light that you're down in there?
Yeah, shout out to Natty Light for sponsoring this podcast.
Yeah, Natty Light, baby.
One day, dude.
Let the good times flow. What is Natty Light's slogan? Do they have a slogan?
It used to be made for the Carolinas, and I'm not bullshitting you.
Does the thing behind you say "Let there be light" and then has like a Natty Light underneath it?
Yeah.
So was that like ever their slogan, or is that just like that particular unit?
That's just a dope ass, maybe a little sacrilegical flag.
Yeah. You mean I never mix my church and beers or church and state.
I mean, church and state, no, but church and alcohol goes together like, perfect. Like Jesus drank.
Yeah, I know they give you that wine or something. Don't they at the churches? I've never been to.
I don't know. I don't take part in communion because I don't believe in the ritual thing. But
I've never been hungry enough to eat the bread either. So
it's like a little cracker, from what I understand. But not to get into it, but the Bible straight up says, like, the first chapter of the New Testament, like, y'all don't have to do this ritual shit anymore.
Yeah, I was never fond of some dude putting a wafer in my mouth. That part looked weird to me. Like, dude, just give me the wafer. I'll take it myself.
Yeah, like, who are you, bro? Like, why are you thinking you're better than me?
Anyways, I'm not making fun of anybody else's rituals or traditions. Do you?
Yeah, man. Just don't hurt anybody or yourself.
So, D, let me ask you.
Yeah, ask.
You gave us a couple favorite movies. We had some good laughs. Just before we move into our teed up section, I know you didn't watch Christmas Vacation because it's in the summer. So I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass on Christmas Vacation. But for our next episode, we're gonna need a movie review from you.
Can I give you one now?
You're gonna okay. Is this a new movie or an old movie?
Yeah, it's new, and I think most of the guys have seen it probably.
Okay, speak on it.
It's starring a guy who looks like me.
Little Dicky doesn't have any movies.
Stop it. You know I'm talking about Jack Harlow.
Oh, yeah, Jack Harlow.
You know I'm talking about Jack Harlow. You know me and him look exactly alike.
Yeah.
He saw a picture of me on Twitter and was like, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
Short shorts, high socks,
going with that
hair.
flow. Boom.
He's like, I need that dude's look. And I'm not mad at it. I mean, good for him. He made it work. Shout out to him. But anyway.
You're like Soldier, but he took my whole flow.
The new White Men Can't Jump. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it. And the only opinion that I have on it, because I've seen the trailers and stuff, but I have not seen the movie. So I can't really give you my opinion.
Okay.
But my only opinion that I would say is they could have called it anything other than that, and it's still been a movie. They didn't have to fucking even mention White Man Can't Jump at all. And from what I've seen, the movie doesn't really – it has some similarities, but not enough that you had to call it a White Man Can't Jump reboot.
It does not have as many similarities as you think. The other one, they were like actively you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But now flip side, devil's advocate. If you do a remake like that, and even if you don't call it
a
White Man Can't Jump,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People will be like, man, this is awful similar to White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, but that's like fucking Pepsi and Cola and RC Cola and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit's all similar.
I think it's better to just come out and be like, hey, this is another White Man Can't Jump. It's just 25 years later.
Because it's a white guy and a black guy playing basketball? Like, I mean,
yeah,
honestly, like, is that the only similarity to the movie is that there's a white guy and a black guy playing basketball?
Yeah, and there's cash exchanged during games.
But that's a common fucking thing in any fucking basketball game outside of the NBA, probably.
There was a tournament.
Yeah. So, like,
there was a 2v2 tournament. There was a 2v2 tournament.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's just like saying every fucking cheerleading movie needs to be Bring It On 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This one, in my opinion, and when you see it, you might feel different. I don't know. Although the first one was funny and had some one-liners in it.
Yeah.
It was, in my opinion, more of a drama than the new one.
Okay, so the new one is more fun, loose, and shit.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. It's
Now, listen, and for all intents and purposes, the original is a movie. Okay, it is a fucking movie that has all of the emotions and all of the drama and fucking violence and fucking action and comedy. So that's why we are so nostalgic about our 90s movies and 80s movies and stuff like that, is because they legit were all encompassed.
yeah,
And
90s
now,
were a weird time also though, DC, because you can't I don't know if you could get away with a lot of those 90s movies
not
today.
now.
Like Mrs. Doubtfire.
You can't do anything now though, because like, listen, even if you watch like old reruns, before the old rerun comes on, it says this was filmed in a day and age when these jokes were appropriate. Now, due to time, like,
I've never seen that. Did they
oh,
really
really?
they
No,
say
like, there's a legit warning. We were at the doctor's office one day, and we were watching the Game Show Network, and before all those old game shows come on, you know what I mean? They were like, yeah, just these were filmed in a period of time when these jokes and these things were okay. Da, 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 da.
That's a Canadian thing then, dude, because they don't do that in America for
Oh,
Game Show
legit?
Network. No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
like, bro, get ready to be motherfucking offended, bitch.
In Canada, they just kind of they tell you like this shit was filmed in the old days when they were allowed to be racist and rude and sexist.
Nope. Like if you watch an old episode of like, I don't know, the Pyramid Show or something, yeah. No
There's
warnings about being super fucking offended.
Those old ones, they would just drop all kinds of raunchy shit. I mean, there was that one who would just go around kissing everybody on the mouth and shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Sharon, your tits look great today. I just want to say.
Yeah. So listen. My favorite part of the show. I was gonna bring over the broom because it's fucking sweep season.
Dude, sweep season all over the place, bro.
The Celtics kind of fucked it up last night though and avoided the sweep by winning a single game. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a Celtics fan. I want to see them not get swept, but at the same time, I don't want to
game at a time.
Well, listen. You're right. One game at a time. Okay. Now, if it was baseball, listen, when the Red Sox came back from down 3 and they won that series, it's a little bit easier because you can look and go, okay, here's our pitching matchup for this game. Here's our pitching matchup for that game. Right? Basketball, it ain't like that. I mean, the only thing you can go is we got a home game here. We're on the road there. We're back home for game 7.
You can also put the ball down low and stop just standing still on offense. There's a lot of things that you could do different as
listen, if they can repeat what they did last night, 3 more times,
run, yes,
they can win. So I'm not going to count them out, right? But it's a monumental fucking ask for them to win the next 3 games in a row. So I'm not going to celebrate one fucking win. I will be happy that they won. But I kind of like history. I like seeing history, right? Like when the other night was watching the fucking Panthers overtime game that went like fucking 5 overtimes or 4 overtimes. It was like 12 seconds away from going to the 5th overtime.
Too soon, bro.
And I was talking to my brother, and I was like, man, I wanted it to keep going. I wanted it to be like the fucking record fucking overtime games. He's like, why? Like, why would you even want that? I was like, because I want to say that I seen history. Like, I want to be able to say, like, I watched the longest game in NHL history.
But that's because you're not a fan of either one of those teams.
Well, 100%. If I was a fan of either one of those teams, I would fucking have an aneurysm fucking by the end of the second overtime, right? But I can't lie. Like, I fucking the overtime is fucking stressful shit. I gamble on it, and it's stressful for me because I'm fucking waiting on the outcome to make my money or lose my money. And
when you gamble, does it go throughout the overtime or does it end at the third period?
Well, it depends. So for like a player prop, like if I bet fucking somebody have more goals than another guy, the overtime goals count. So if he scores the game winner in overtime and fucking I can either win or lose, right? So it's like I'm like looking at the lines. I'm like, okay, good, get that guy off the ice. Get that guy off the ice.
Now, our player props got to be 2 guys on the same ice.
Well, no, it's on the opposing team, right? So it would be like fucking Aho versus Kachuk.
So you can't pick somebody who's like not playing in the game.
No, then it would just be a push. So like in one instance, like I had that happen, right? Where I had 2 other games that I already played. I got them both right. I'm waiting on the third prop, which is the player prop. But one guy was a healthy scratch and never played the game. So they just mark it as a 1, and then it's a push. So you're not wrong. So you get to cash in your ticket, but it's not as much as it would have been because the odd dropped from whatever it was down to a 1 instead of, because 3 times 1 is 3. It don't give you.
Oh, they're nicer than me. I would have been like, "Oh, you lost."
In your face. Yeah, because so yeah, no, it becomes a push. So the Celtics avoided the sweep. Your Canes are on the docket to get swept.
Question.
The Stars are on the docket to get swept, and the Lakers got swept. Dave's already fucking. So, with the Lakers officially being out, now, is your hand up because you have a question?
Yes, sir.
All right, Timmy in the back, what's your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, in your opinion, as a hockey guy, do you think it's easier to come back down 3-0 in hockey or basketball?
Well, coming back from 3-0 in any sport is incredibly hard. If you ask me,
obviously,
I know, but if you're asking me which one's hockey is, there's so much puck luck in hockey. I've never heard someone call anything lucky in basketball. Like, you mean the ball falls for you, but like
you'll hear they get the bounce, they got the right bounce,
right bounces. Okay, puck luck is a fucking huge thing, right? Like
nasty goals, gritty goals.
Right. Listen, ugly goals win fucking playoff games. Okay, it ain't ever finesse and pretty. That's why the guys who win the President's Trophy, the most fucking they don't go and win the Stanley Cup often, because it ain't about being pretty in the postseason. It's about being ugly and gritty. That's why So my whole thing with the playoffs is this: the Oilers fucking fell victim to this. Your Canes are falling victim to this. Is they're not passing the puck out and taking fucking shots at the net. You literally getting into the zone, and they want to get cute and they want to pass it around and cycle and all that shit. Fuck that. Put it to the point. Take the shot. Get the deflection. Get the rebound. Get the tip. You mean, but on top of that, if you're taking all these point shots, you are fucking bruising the shit out of the opposing team on block shots. They're getting fucking hit by fucking vulcanized rubber left, right, and center. But by the end of the fucking third period, they don't want to fucking block those shots the same way anymore. By the end of the third game, they're fucking done blocking shots by the end of the third game. Because one more block shot, they might not fucking play tomorrow. So,
good point.
I don't understand why coaches don't say that. And also, like, if you're getting beat up and like you're not having a good time, like you're not, the Oilers, for example, would literally get a goal scored on them, and then a minute later another goal scored on them. And then they're just getting outplayed.
Just moralized.
Take a timeout, bring your dudes over, fucking talk to them, be like, what the fuck? Do you not want to win a Stanley Cup? Do you not want to have fucking champion added to the end of your name every time they speak about you? Like, you have to
sling the puck at the net.
You have to be able to do more than just be the same fancy guy that you were. You got to have more tricks to your trade, right? Like, everyone loves a fucking male model. Like, they're studs, right? But if you fucking break down the side of the road and they can't change your tire or they can't do anything to help you, like, you might not be fucking happy that you had that male model. But if you can get a male model that's also a fucking mechanic, you done got the best of both worlds.
Fair point.
So I want my hockey players to be the best of both. I want them to be able to finesse the fuck out of you, but I also want them to be gritty and get the fucking garbage areas that they need to do as well. So
that's situational awareness.
well, but and that goes for any sport too, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, you can be a diva wide receiver all you want, but I'd like you to be able to block for a running back. I want you to be able to fucking throw the body down on a fucking special teams play or something like that. So,
let's chill. I'm not playing special teams, coach.
Well, I'm not talking about wide receiver 1 as much as I'm talking about wide receiver 2 and 3. But we may not have to worry about that anymore because the next point I wanted to bring up in this little teed up section is why I'm fucking pissed off. I'm a little
and I don't get why, but go ahead.
I'm a little teed up.
We'll talk about it.
So when they take a kickoff,
mm-hmm.
and now I go like this, I'm automatically getting the ball on the 25-yard line. So if I do this at the 10-yard line, I just gained 15 free yards by just doing this. Do you know who Devin Hester is? Deion Sanders?
Yes.
Fucking Joshua Cribbs even?
I probably know more about football than anybody you'll talk to.
Okay. So are you okay with having a kickoff? Basically,
yes.
You're okay with it. Okay. So now I need to know why you're okay with it before I lose my hat.
Football is dangerous as fuck.
Okay.
Dangerous as fuck.
But
everybody who's been severely injured, like paralyzed, almost died, etc., has come on special teams plays, punt returns, kickoffs, that sort of thing.
Not all, but I mean, yeah, I can see there's been some, but there's been some on the other sides of things as well.
I'm talking about the people who have been paralyzed, other than Pittsburgh's
Ryan Shazier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody like the two Bills players, the kid from Arkansas. I don't know if it was Arkansas.
When was the last time that occurred in a game?
This year.
Who was paralyzed this year in a game?
Nobody was paralyzed, but that dude's heart stopped.
That wasn't on a specials teams play. That was on
sure?
That was on just it was a play.
You sure it wasn't?
I'm pretty sure that
it was not a punt. You sure it wasn't a punt return?
I'm thinking that they threw the ball to Tee Higgins and Tee Higgins didn't make the catch, is what I thought happened. Because everyone was going at Tee Higgins, and to your point, I don't think Tee Higgins plays on special teams.
I'll have to go back and look, but okay,
we can go back. But either way, so and I'm not gonna. I don't want to hijack your comment, but I understand what you're saying about the paralysis and the player safety, right?
The two dudes running too fast. Running too fast. I don't like.
But if I'm kicking the ball down the field, okay, and the ball lands on the 10-yard line, and my guys are running past at the 50, right? Or the 35 or wherever they're now positioned, because now they're even further back than they used to be. And you can't do the things that you used to do in terms of wedges and so on and so forth. So
which is good, DC.
I don't mind those changes, right? But this is where my problem comes in, is because you now kick that ball down to the 9-yard line. Okay. My guys, to get to you, have to take a longer time to get to you, correct? Because you're at the 9-yard line and they're at the 35, I think. Okay. So now, because I'm not giving anybody free yards. You're going to earn every fucking blade of grass if you're playing football against my team. So
exactly. That's how everybody thinks.
Right. So now I'm kicking the ball to the fucking 30-yard line, right? Because if you fair catch it, you're not gaining any yards. Okay. So I'm going to kick the ball to the 30-yard line. My guys now have fucking less time to get to you. They're going to impact you harder, and you got a chance of fumbling the fucking ball. So now more injuries are going to happen, because coaches are not going to give you 25 yards. They're going to make you earn it. So now you're going to get fucking rocked. The moment you fucking go to grab the ball, you're going to get rocked.
They'll combat that then.
But I mean, by taking the rule back out and putting the fucking kickoff back in. Well, because
you used to, up until recently, you were not allowed to call fair catch on a kickoff. If a kickoff landed in the end zone, not a punt, but a kickoff. If a kickoff landed in the end zone, you better get your ass on top of it, because that is a live ball.
Used to be, yes.
There was no calling a fair catch for kickoffs.
I used to get points playing Madden for doing that. I used to fucking love that play.
Well, that's because people don't understand. That's because people don't know the rule.
Right.
But
So they got rid of that, and now it's a touchback the moment it hits the end zone, and it comes out to the 25-yard line anyway.
correct. And now you can also fair catch it.
And it becomes a fucking 25-yard play.
I'm down with just putting it on the 25-yard line. Let's get out of kickoffs.
Well, see, I don't want to get out of kickoffs because
I think it's a waste of time. Unless you're saying, hey, ref, we're onsidesing this. We're going to onside kick it.
I think onsides will go up now because of this.
I do too.
Because I'm only gambling on 15 yards now. I'm not gambling on fucking 35.
Yeah, I do too. And the kickers, if they kick it out of bounds, that's on the 45.
Right. So
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the NFL saying, hey, offense, what hash do you want me to mark this at on the 25?
This is what I think they should have done. Okay. I'm okay with everything that you said, except for removing the kickoff, because I don't believe in removing the kickoff, because those are some of the most electrifying plays in sports. I don't care whether it's you call college ball. I've seen games end on it in college ball. I've seen games end on it in
We all have.
They're great. So, but just take that part out of it, right? What I think they should do, instead of making the fair, if you want to do the fair catch thing and make that okay, so that's fine. But bring back coffin kicks on the kickoff so I can angle it out and drop it at the fucking 3-yard line and it go out of bounds and I get you on the 3-yard line.
DC, did you watch any of the XFL this year?
I watched a little bit of it. I don't.
Did you see how they kicked? Did you see how they did the kickoff?
Yeah.
Let's do it like that.
As long as I can have kick returns still be an option in a game, I'm okay with it.
They had kick returns, but they did not have full-grown, strong-ass men running 45 miles an hour into each other.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like any rule change is gonna fucking cause waves, right? Whether it be good, bad, you're gonna have people that are on both sides of the fence, regardless, right? If every special team coordinator in the league said this is a shitty rule,
nobody would listen.
What?
Nobody would listen.
Right, and they didn't, because every special teams coordinator said it was a shitty rule, and Goodell supposedly fucking overruled everybody, and they're putting it in. So
yeah, well, the special teams coach said aren't you supposed to be painting the lines right now? Why are you complaining? Go paint the lines.
But they have a job, right? See, to me, football is 3 phases. It's offense, defense, special teams.
100%.
And if you omit one of the big fucking plays, you're also going to lose jobs. There's a lot of players that now aren't going to have a job because there's no more special teams. Where do you put them?
You still have punts. You still have field goals.
Field goals is laughable, but punts, yes. Like I do get the punts, but that's the thing. How long before are they going to change the punt rule? Because what's the difference between?
I don't know how much you could change the punt rule.
What's the difference between the punting and the kicking in terms of dudes running at each other?
That's middle of
not much of a difference.
Yeah, there is, because kickoffs, you're starting a series. A punt, you're ending a series.
100%, but you're still kicking and you're still running at another guy with the intent of hitting him really hard.
When you kick off, when Team X kicks off the Team Y, it is 0 down of 0 down.
Granted, yes.
Now, when Team X gets that ball on whatever hash or whatever line,
right,
now we're 1st and 10.
No, and I get that. But what I'm saying is if player safety is the reason why the rule has been changed, because you don't want people running at top speed at fucking player that's getting the ball, it's the same thing on a punt as you're going to get.
So. I don't think you're getting up to top speed on a punt like you are on a kickoff, because you have to run past blockers, so on and so forth.
You have a shitty punter.
No, because you're bunched up. You got there's not 11 dudes running down.
Oh yeah, no, so sorry. Yes, I got what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like you still have dudes running at fucking somebody that's full speed. You might not have.
I don't think it's. I'm telling you, it's not like a kickoff though.
Well,
I mean, you've got dudes at a kickoff who are at full speed before the guy catches the ball.
You are right because of the way you're lined up, right? Like you don't have fucking.
And also, like I said, like
if the kickoff, everyone's down there and you're all up here. But what I'm talking about the guy who's receiving the ball. I'm not talking about everybody else, right? So
I get it, I understand, but on a punt,
my target
on a punt, it's 3rd and whatever, or 4th and or whatever. Well, on a kickoff, you're not deep in your end zone, like you know what I'm saying. Like you can't. change a punt rule. You can change a kickoff rule because it's not affecting one team either way.
Either way, you like the rule. I don't like the rule.
I'm not saying I like it. I can see the reason behind it. But if you're going to have that, if you're going to have that type of rule, fuck the kickoff. Put it at the 25-yard line. Let's play football.
I think they need to bring in coffin kicking on kickoffs now. So then that way there, I can fucking kick it to the corner and fucking roll it out of bounds and boom.
Watch what the XFL does on kickoffs. You'll see what I'm talking about. They all line up.
I don't like I said. Like I am open. I just don't like free yards. Like that's a thing that bothers the shit out of me. Free yards. Listen, New England lost the Super Bowl because the Giants fucking kicker fucking pinned them deep fucking as many times as they could. Okay, they started the drive on their own, I think 10-yard line and got a safety. That's how they started the fucking Super Bowl. And then it fucking next, it was fucking 9-0.
But you don't have to run it out of the end zone, bro. You could take a knee.
No, he didn't kick it out of the end zone. He kicked it, like I said, you used to be able to kick it short and make a team decide, fuck, am I going to get hit and take this ball right here? Because before when you did the fair catch, the ball went where you fucking fair caught.
Yeah, you can't catch the ball outside and take a knee. Not exactly. Back in.
So that's what I'm saying, right? So they pinned New England deep on the opening fucking drive. New rule being, I just do this and I'm not getting pinned deep. I'm just saying it takes a chunk of the chess book out of the chess book now.
It takes a chunk, but I don't think it's as big a chunk as you think.
But it does change the game.
It does change the game, but so let's just not do it and let's just put him at 20.
Now 25 yards later, I'm in field goal range.
Or put him at the 20.
Like, I think if you fair catch it, the ball goes where you fair caught it. Like, I don't think we needed to change that. Like, I do this on the 10-yard line. If I do this on the 10-yard line, then that's where the ball should be, on the 10-yard line.
All right, I'm with that.
Right?
I'm with that.
Giving someone 15 free yards just because they did this makes what you said the best way to go about doing it. Just get rid of the kickoff altogether, because if all I got to do is this and I get to the 25-yard line, why would I catch it and run from the 10-yard line and hope that I can burn everybody?
I thought kickoffs were a waste of time for a long time.
No, see, the kickoff, certain teams, yes, because they kick it out of the back of the end zone and then they don't give a fuck. They just give you the ball on the 25. So those teams really can't complain. But it's
I'd like to see a stat on this, like how many kickoffs were actually returned, and how many were just started at the 25.
I'd
like to see a stat on that.
Honestly, D, that's the best way to debunk the whole debate. Is if you could find out how many touchbacks there were last year versus how many runbacks.
This is what we need a guy for. We need a guy for this.
So we do need a guy for this. All right, we do need a guy for this. We also need like one of those people to be like, dude, you spent way too much time talking about that shit. You got to get to the next segment. So
that was a great segment. I think people learned a lot.
Hey, that's why we're here. It's just to really just shoot the shit, talk about things and stuff, and then mention some shirts every once in a while. So then that way I could sew it all together.
The comments that I've gotten has been like, dude, it's fun just listening to you guys just bicker and shoot shit and laugh back and forth.
And make fun of your hair, not mine.
Yes. I've never once made fun of your hair. Have I?
Yes. I don't know why. I would make fun of my hair. Never mind. I'll tell you that story another time.
I used to hate, I used to hate my hair.
But now you love it because it looks beautiful.
I know. I just embrace it.
Honestly, it's because the curly hair fro dude, that look has come back. Like, history repeats itself in fashion, and you're in the good cycle right now.
Yeah.
You're in the good cycle.
The 90s were rough for me.
Yeah.
Everybody getting bowl cuts. Everybody tipping. Everybody doing this with everybody putting the gel in their hair and the little swink.
Made it look like you run into a wall. That was the shit, right?
That was tough for me, bro. That was a hard era.
No, the frosted tip era was the worst.
I couldn't do that either.
Spike it up a little bit.
Could you imagine me with frosted tips?
Do you remember in the 90s when people wore the fucking snowboard goggles everywhere?
Jinkos and snowboard goggles?
Oh, God, that was fucking hilarious. So, request of the week. I played the intro fucking video, and then we got sidetracked because that's what we do here.
Yeah.
So, request of the week. The Spurs went ahead and won the draft lottery again. And who are they selecting, do you think?
Probably Wemby Yummy.
Say his name?
Wembayana.
Wimbayana?
Wembayana. You got to say it like the Lion King.
I'm just going to call him Wemby because that way there I can be correct. And I like a good nickname. So our boy Eddie, he was on one of these great podcasts with us. Eddie hit me up with a request like right after the fucking, like literally the moment the fucking draft happened, he hit me. He was like, dude, you know that Kenny Pickett, Ben Roethlisberger design you did where like Kenny's waving goodbye to fucking Big Ben and Big Ben's walking up the bridge and Kenny's walking down the bridge, kind of like passing the torch, you know? He said, I need one of those, but I need it with Wemby and Tim Duncan. And I need the Alamo and the Tower.
Yeesh.
Now, listen, I am not from San Antonio, so I had to Google a couple of these things.
I believe you. I would have to also.
I didn't know there was a tower in San Antonio, so now I know.
Didn't know that either.
I learned some shit. There's a tower, and the Alamo.
Did know that. I did know the Alamo was there.
Most people know the Alamo. We do. So, like, I had to confirm, though. I was like, do you mean the Alamo, the stadium? Because I know the football stadium is named the Alamo. I had no idea what, like, the arena was called where the Spurs play.
Is the football stadium still called the Alamo Dome?
I'm pretty sure the college ball team is the Alamo, where the Roadrunners play. Eddie will correct me because he listens to this and he'll tell me like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, he will definitely hit the TL like, well, you better show some respect.
Come on now. Eddie, we know you love your wrestling, okay? That brother was for you.
I'm not trying to get choked out.
That brother, no, we do not want to get choked out. So in the original piece that I sent him, and now you know how the design process goes, D. I hit you with the design that I made, and you go, fuck, I love it, but I don't like that little piece, or I don't. So I was high, and I was looking at the Spurs logo.
Full disclosure, folks.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure mode here.
And had hit the shit real good. And so I was looking at the Spurs logo, and I was like, dude, I could combine them and I could make a W. I could fucking make a W. So I did that, right? So in the design, Tim Duncan on his last picture is like pointing up. So he's kind of pointing to the W out of the Spurs. And then like Wemby's walking forward and all the shit's in the background. And so I sent it to Eddie, and Eddie was like, dude, that's fucking great. I don't like that fucking W though. Get rid of that W. I was like, dude, the W is fucking great. It's a symbol. It means like he's pointing to it. Like he's like, yeah, I get it.
He's like, no,
but I don't want it. So I took it out, and I did. So I posted the W to Twitter because I was like, I fucking dig the W. I posted it, and then a couple other people were like, dude, that's fire. At Spurs 2120, he said, dude, spell it Wemby, and I'll buy it. So
say less.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Say less. So I got it in my bag, and I got the Spurs font for him, and we made some magic. That dude puts on his sunglasses.
That's a clean shirt.
His sunglasses so epically, like, fuck yeah.
There's got to be a Duke player with a D in their name that we can do that to.
Oh, yes. We could do it.
I'll find one.
We could do it.
I will find one.
So that was from, now listen, that was a first time requester. Okay. This is his first time making a request. He dropped the request. I hit him with the link. He made the order.
Did he post it?
What?
Did he post it?
Oh, he hasn't got the shirt yet, but when he gets the shirt, he's going to post it because he knows the rules.
I'm sure.
Listen,
I'm sure.
he promptly ordered it.
He knows the rules.
It matters to me. It matters to me when people order it promptly. I appreciate the fuck out of it. Like I said, it's like if you went to Subway and you ordered a sub and they made it just the way you want it, and then you were like, "See you later. I'll come back and get that next week."
Give me a second.
You'd be like, "What the fuck, Dude, I just made you the sub.
I really like that Wemby. That's super clean, man. That's a super clean.
Say, Wemby. I listen to that. Listen, I just hope that the Spurs draft him now because I don't want no fucking curveballs where they'd be like, you know what? Let's draft this kid out of Duke.
Yeah, that'd be a smart
Is
play.
there any kids out of Duke in the draft
But
this year?
if not, at least that dude has that, and he's like, dude, they should. You know what they should have done?
They should have done this exactly. See,
Yep. You could have had this.
Just in case you're listening to this, Spurs, if they don't draft him, the shirt will still be a monumentous fucking win because you'll be able to like they could have had Wemby. All right,
Did Eddie get the shirt that he wanted though?
What?
Did Eddie get the shirt that he wanted?
Yeah. Back to Eddie did it. I took that part out for him.
You're like, well, you know what, Eddie? Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like the W, huh? You don't like the W, huh?
Listen, what's the motto, D? What's the motto? You ask, we deliver. Okay. So I gave Eddie what he wanted too. That's how we roll. So we gotta do a little bit of I gotta ramp this up because time is of the essence.
Yep. Trying to keep it under 55 minutes.
I don't know if I can do that, but we'll try. Boom! And we're back. After those messages. That wasn't even a message. That was more of the intro video to what I like to call Customer Shout Out of the Week. Gives me a chance to highlight a fucking great customer that I have that orders shit, requests shit, retweets my stuff. Doesn't even matter. You don't have to be a customer, as in like I gave you my money. You could just be a supporter. I consider you a customer as well. That being said, this man is all of the above.
There we go.
And that much more. The Ray Rivera 32.
This one's really cool to me.
Because his name is Ray?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, man, like, dude, I didn't even say nothing about him yet.
That's my middle name, though.
You must have read the script. So Ray is a high school baseball coach, okay, since 1999. It's Silmar. I think it's Silmar High. I should have wrote that down. I did. Sorry, Ray. Either way, Ray, phenomenal customer, requests a lot, but he also refers me. So he referred me to one of his buddies who is a principal at a high school. So I ended up doing some high school football shirts because of Ray.
Cool.
Ray also does a really cool thing that one of my other customers does. I got a customer that does a lot of this with his basketball players.
I remember this guy. Yeah.
But Ray does. He sends me pictures of his players, and then we do shirts based on his players, and then they buy them, and that is cool.
Awesome. That is awesome.
It gives that professional athlete vibe to an amateur athlete, which I think is awesome. I love doing it. So
I got goosebumps, man. Can I just say something about
say it?
Ray?
Say it.
Is that it, Ray?
It's Ray. It's Ray.
He's a coach?
Is a coach.
Shout out to him for being a coach, dude.
Speak on it.
Shout out to him for being a coach, man. Like, a lot of people know this about me. Raised by my grandparents. Grandpa worked his ass off all the time, man. He was a fireman. He was a farmer. He was great dude.
Yeah.
Taught me a lot, but he wasn't always around. And coaches were a big, big influence on me, man. Like, having a positive male role model in your life, just somebody to pat you on the back and be like, man, good job. I'm fucking proud of you, bro. Like, come here, I'm fucking proud of you. That goes so fucking far. Like, if
20 years later, you still talk about it. Right?
I still keep in touch with some of the kids that I coached when they were young.
That's wicked.
Because I know their situation.
Yeah.
And their mom knows my number. Their grandma knows my number. Like, and just me being able to be like, I'm proud of you. Good job. Dude, that'll change somebody's life, man. That really will. Giving somebody an attaboy.
Yeah.
Just a pat on the back. Shout out to him for being a coach, dude. That's a good job, dude. That shout out to him for being a coach.
I'm writing that. Sorry. Shout out to Ray for being Ray, okay? But attaboy is going to be a fucking shirt now.
Just give him an attaboy.
Give him an attaboy. Like that is a fucking shirt. Okay.
Give him an attaboy.
Give him an attaboy. So listen, Ray, just hit me. The boys come up with another fucking huge win, and they're going to be playing in Dodger Stadium on Saturday. That's
crazy.
That's how good they're doing right now.
That's crazy, dude.
You probably seen the Spartan lot too. So that's this year's team. Last year he did the Spartan lot with last year's team.
Mascot Spartans?
Yeah, they're the Spartans. So it's a play on the sand lot and a play on the Spartans.
I've seen that movie.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God, I've seen that movie. He's got a dog thing.
He's seen a movie that we spoke about and made a shirt about. Oh my God!
Yes,
this is. I'm gonna write this one on the calendar. This is a good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, put it down, boys.
And listen, one more thing about Ray. Okay, so Ray's ordered a fucking lot of shirts from me in the years because he's been down with me for a lot of years. I love scrolling the timeline and seeing him wearing my shirts when he's out doing shit. He don't tag me or nothing. Like, I don't need you to tag me. Trust me, I'll see it on the timeline. But I love it. Like I love scrolling the timeline and seeing anybody wearing a design that I made because you still wear it. I'm like, dude, 3 years later, you still wear that same shirt. I like that. It means a lot to me. So that's customer shout out of the week.
You don't scroll my timeline,
dude. I scroll your timeline all the time.
Yeah, you would.
I don't know. Actually, that's a lie. I don't scroll your timeline. I scroll my timeline, and then your shit pops in there because that's how I don't go to people's timelines.
Algorithms.
Anyway, so
I think my kid's wearing your shirt right now at an elementary school.
See, I like that. I like my shirts being worn. Like walking.
He had to tell the teachers that the IDGAF or whatever it says. It says I do godly activities frequently or something like that. And they bought it.
That's the fucking funniest thing ever. Oh my God.
He was like, what? I do godly activities frequently. And they were like,
I do godly activities frequently.
Because what are you going to say? It's 2023. You hit them with some religion shit. And they're like,
oh God.
I am not trying to get fired.
Listen, I made up one acronym in my life. We were told to do it in like fucking, I think it was grade 10 or something like that. So my acronym.
Grade 10. That is a great segue to what we got coming.
My this
Who the fuck says that? Who the only Canadians say that shit?
Because it's even funnier.
My grade 10 was awesome.
The acronym will lead better into the segue than what you think, because the acronym is porno. And it stands for Positive Outlook Reveals Natural Opportunity.
Dude, I like that.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it still sticks with me after all these years. And I made that shit. I
was in a business marketing class when I was in high school.
I don't think I should say
I was in grade 11. Grade 11. And I had to make a product, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I made Yayos. It was a cereal. Cocaine-based cereal.
I swear, every episode at least once you got to make me get up and fucking walk away. Yayos, and he said it was cocaine cereal.
That's what it was. Yayos. That was what it was, man.
That's why they're frosted.
Yeah. No, I had some.
That's not powdered sugar at all, teacher.
Somebody in one of the art classes like do the logo, like art. You know. Oh yeah.
I didn't exist.
No. Well, I don't know. It was a hand sprinkling stuff.
Fucking Salt Bay over there. Fucking
Yayos.
I want some Yayos.
Energy cereal is what I call
Energy.
it.
This segment. Now. Welcome to Storytime with Dan.
Sponsored by Yayos cereal.
Sponsored by Yayos cereal.
Yayos energy cereal.
One spoon is never enough.
That is so funny.
Oh yeah. Get a bowl, get a drip. The slogans are endless.
Oh my God, we just got canceled.
All right. Anyways,
I am so pumped about this story. I am so excited.
I'm actually fucking surprised that
I
you
am
even
so
knew.
excited
You
about
even
this
knew.
story, dude.
Okay. So in my younger days, I lived in a trailer park. Well, so let's back up. So,
Wait. Hold time. Whoa, you lived in the trailer park?
no, hold on. We gotta set the tables right. Okay, I gotta set the score right. Okay, so
Because everybody in North Carolina lives in a trailer park, so that's
no,
not
so
cool.
I lived in the trailer park. Okay,
That
so I finished school. Okay, Dan finished school. I didn't graduate. Okay, and
grade 11.
It was grade 12. What do you mean grade 11? I don't know about y'all. You guys are done school in grade 11 down there?
No, you finished grade 11. You didn't finish school, but you finished grade 11.
No, I finished grade 11. Yes, and I got almost all of my credits for grade 12. I'm 1 credit shy of a grade 12 diploma, and we didn't have semesters. They said, "Yo, you got to do summer school, and you also got to come back next year and take all these other courses." And I said, "Fuck that, I'm not doing
Nah,
that."
fuck that.
So
I'll make
I
t-shirts.
moved.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah. I was like, "Fuck that, fuck school, I'm down."
I got t-shirts to make, bitch.
Yeah, fuck, I can make t-shirts, bitches. You don't know me.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck out of here.
So, anyways, I fucking said, "Fuck this," and I moved in town because I lived in the country and there was no. But like, listen, unless you wanted to work on a farm or you knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody, you weren't getting a job. So
Right.
I moved in town, and I went and stayed at my uncle's. So my uncle had a trailer in the Woodbine Trailer Park in Beaverbank, Nova Scotia, and he had a shed that we converted into a living area for me. So I had a bed in there, kitchenette, fucking kitchen table, chair, ashtray, everything that you need to live in Nova Scotia.
Sounds like my shed.
All right. So now I'm living in this shed in this trailer park. And I am, I think, 18 years old at the time. And my little cousin's there. So we were fucking ripping the bikes and stuff like that. You mean, doing what you do, hanging out with the little boy.
Yeah, doing dumb shit.
We were doing dumb shit. We were heading to the store to go fucking buy fucking junk food and stoner snacks and shit like that, right? So
a couple of dollars.
As we're on our little fucking bikes and we're going up to the fucking store, these guys fucking yo. I'm like, okay, fuck. So we stop the bikes. I'm like, what's up? And fucking dude brings up the clipboard. He's like, you guys got a couple minutes? I'm like, all right, what's going on? We need you guys to be need you guys to be some extras here.
Can I ask a question?
You can ask 2 questions.
I just want to. What are we talking about? Pedal bikes or like
pedal bikes? Pedal bikes.
Okay.
I don't drive.
When I hear bike, I think of something with a motor.
Oh yeah, no. So bicycle.
There we go.
Yeah, bicycle. So we was on the bicycles. Some people call them pedal bikes. I don't know. Bicycle. We'll go with bicycle so that we don't get confused. Okay.
Thank you.
Dude stops us, asks us if we'd be extras, and I'm like, extras? What do you mean? So he's like, okay, we'll give you guys $20. We'll give you guys $20 each. All you guys got to do is pull up on your bikes here and then point at the park. And then there's going to be some stuff going on at the park. So I'm like,
say less.
Fuck it. That's pretty easy fucking score for $20.
We just doubled our snacks, boys.
That's literally exactly what I said to my cousin. I'm shitting you not. I shit you not. I was like, $20? Fuck yeah. That's the score. We just doubled up our loot. And that was that. So we did the little deal, fucking pointed, fucking, they were yelling about some fucking porno tape or some shit like that. And I was like, all right, fucking weird.
Weird.
Didn't think, I didn't think nothing of it outside of that's fucking
You didn't
weird.
think pulling up to a park on your bike, hearing some people yelling about a porno tape was weird.
Oh no, that's why I said that's weird. Like that's fucking weird. Like,
but you didn't think anything of it.
So we did that.
I got $20.
By the way, I had no idea what show we just happened to be paid to be extras on. So about 2 weeks later, they're still in the park filming and shit like that. So we're like, okay, cool. So
this is the park that you lived in.
This is the Woodbine Trailer Park that I lived in my shed in, okay?
Dude,
then my neighbors across the street, okay, their trailer was in the episode that they were next filming. So I'm talking to them and like, yo, so they told me The show's called The Trailer Park Boys. And it was going to be on Showcase. And I had no idea.
Cool,
I had no idea what it was at that point in time. Okay. So then obviously it goes on air the next year. Me and my cousin are cut from the scene. We are not in the fucking scene. Okay.
You got your money though.
We did get our money. But we're not in the scene. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit that we weren't in the scene.
You could have gotten paid. You probably could have gotten paid.
No, I just would have loved to fucking clip it and fucking screenshot and been like, yo, here's me fucking pointing at Ricky getting yelled at by Leahy about having his porno tape.
Don't you want me to make you a shirt?
Like, God, I could have been fucking, you know what I mean, using that.
For real,
like,
that is a shirt right there.
It's so funny, though, because, like, Bubbles lived in a shed in this fucking trailer park. And I was living in a shed in that trailer park.
Correct.
At the same fucking time. So while he was make-believe to be living in a trailer, in a shed in a trailer with all those cats, I was actually living in a trailer, in a shed next to the trailer, but I didn't have any cats. Bubbles had way more cats.
Wait. You were living in the trailer next to the trailer that had the shed.
No. I was living in my uncle's shed next to his trailer. So I was living in a trailer shed before Bubbles was, okay? I'll have that be known.
Were any of the people in the show actually living there?
In the trailer park? No.
Yeah.
No.
So they were all actors.
Well, yeah, they are all actors. Fucking Terrence we used to work with. Didn't used to work with. He worked across the street at the cash and carry, and we worked at the call center. So we used to go over there all the time and talk to him. But fucking J-Rock is a fucking he's like a Canadian celebrity. He did fucking a show called Street Sense back in the day, but then he also did Jono Vision. He's done a whole bunch of different shit, right? So he's like a Canadian actor.
All right.
And he's fucking hilarious in the show.
Oh, it's so fucking good, dude.
To know I'm saying census? You should count my know I'm sayings? Because he counts every time he says something, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One time they fucking called him out and he's like, what are you doing? I know what I'm saying census? You count my know I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
You count my know I'm saying?
This is know I'm saying census. You know what I'm saying? You count my know I'm saying?
J-Rock was a hustler, though.
Oh, J-Rock was the shit.
He was a hustler.
So literally, I had no idea about the show when I did it. I had no fucking idea when I found out about the show that it would go on to be as good as what it was.
Dude, it blew up.
Oh, dude, I was in the pawn shop one time and fucking Randy was in there, old cheeseburger eating fucking Randy. He was in there.
Did he have a shirt on?
And the other guy with the "you're looking at my gut" for guy. He fucking because we lived in Nova Scotia and they're always in Nova Scotia filming. Like you could see them all the time, right? So, me and my old man to this day, like I don't even smoke anymore. But like literally every time we see each other, it's Corey, Trevor smokes now. Corey, Trevor smokes now.
Smokes.
So.
That's so good. I do that to my homies. I'll be like, smokes.
Corey, Trevor smokes now. So that's story time with Dan, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I'm not famous, but I've been around some famous people, and I've been around some shit.
Fuck you, Randy.
Fuck you, Randy, you cheeseburger eating bastard. Oh yeah, and rest in peace, Mr. Leahy. Okay, so
did he fucking die?
Yeah, he gone.
In real life.
Yeah, in real life he gone.
Oh shit.
I'm almost fucking positive. Now you make me question my shit. Hold on.
He was
Mr. Leahy dead? Yeah, he died. I knew he did, but you made me question myself. I just
pour some out for the homies. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I'm not making a fucking mess, okay?
I pour beer on my floor for Leahy.
I'm not making a mess, okay? So, listen, thanks to everybody for tuning in, okay? That was Story Time with Dan. D, listen to it.
That was an awesome story.
You know what, though? It probably could have went better if I would have been able to play the clip that I got cut out of or something. If we had a guy, they could have been like fucking firing in some shit. But
yeah, just right above us. I have a third screen.
Like boop, boop, boop.
Like when we're trying to talk about something, like look up a stat, we have a guy just fucking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? Listen, I fucked up this whole entire episode, and I didn't do any banner work the entire time.
Oh, hell. Look at that.
Dan slacking over here, bud. Just
we need a guy.
Slacking. But, you know, hey, we did the damn thing again, D. This was episode 9. The next one is going to be episode 10, and we will rock that one the fuck out and keep going. We're going to print more shirts. I'm going to do more work. Hit me with the requests. Hit D with pipes. You know, he sells pipes.
Questions? If you got any questions.
Oh, yeah. And I do want to circle back to one thing. Last week, you dropped an informative nugget about the Blue Devils. You taught us some shit. I think every week you might need to teach us something, D.
Teach a little learning lesson with Dr. Duke.
We'll call it tidbits with D. Okay. And we'll use like a big fucking Duke D for the tid.
Yes.
Yeah. Not the tid. Not the tid.
That's a shirt.
Tid.
Tid.
Attaboy. I'm going to give you an attaboy.
I'm going to give you an attaboy.
All right. Good luck to the Spartans on Saturday.
For facts, bro. Those Spartans.
Free shirt of the week at Knee Deep Media. At Knee Deep Media. Your fucking safe word. You got to know it. You got to say it. You got to tell me it in the DM. Canadian geeses.
Canadian geeses.
You got a problem with Canadian geeses? You got a problem with me.
I got a problem with Canadian geeses, man.
Say, then you got a problem with D. Do you know what that's from?
No.
Letterkenny.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a Letterkenny thing.
I'm going to have to look that up. I've seen every
Canadian
episode.
Geeses. Anywho, till next time, people, keep fit and have fun. Hit me with your t-shirt design request. I'll make it happen. Can't have you walking around topless unless you're at the beach. Yeah.
And then we got shorts for that.
I do have shorts. And I got flip-flops, too. I bet you didn't know that, D. Flip-flops.